My dear students, as we are discussing something related to the common researches about employment interviewing, we have to discuss few more researches which are also very much important. So let's discuss rest of the researches related to the employment interviewing. The sequence would be continue the same. The number 11, candidates who are above average in attractiveness enjoy distinct advantage over others. Less attractive female applicants are especially at disadvantage regardless of their experience. So it is about your attractiveness, it is about your physical grooming, it is about your physical appearance. So if you are above average in attractiveness, you can enjoy distinct benefits as compared to the other applicants. And particularly, if you are a less attractive female, applicants are especially at disadvantage regardless of their experience. Though it is related to the discrimination, though it is related to the equal employment opportunities, but still interviewers have some edges and they consider such kind of things important in some particular jobs. For example, if you are going to hire someone for a customer services of job, then obviously you must need to have an attractive female for that particular position, because it would enhance, it would give a positive employment branding image to of the company. So attractiveness is an important component in the interviewing process. Number 12, obesity, especially for women, has a negative influence on interviewer perceptions of the applicant's personality. If you're obese and then you're a woman as well, then obviously it would lead to a bad impression on the perception of applicants about personality. So obesity is also a little bit serious problem in employment interviewing, and that problem is more serious for the woman as compared to men. According to the CEO of XNet, it is a recruiting site for executives, people get gut level impression within first 15 seconds. In the first 15 seconds, you have to get an impression. If you are 50 pounds overweight or wearing a 20 years old suit, that's going to say something about you. So depending on your suit and depending on your age, it may impact on your selection decision. Number 13, women wearing more masculine clothing, for example, a dark blue suit, are judged to be more forceful, self reliant, dynamic, aggressive, and decisive than those wearing more feminine clothing. So, clothing of the female are really have an impact on their selection decisions. So, if you have more masculine clothing being a female, that is particularly in the West, and now it is very much common in most of the Pakistani organizations, that organizations are too much looking towards the dressing of the female, and based on their dressing, they are making a lot of opinion about that they can be attractive, they can be forceful, they can be self-reliant, and they can be more dynamic, they can be more aggressive, and they can be more decisive. So this is another very important component in the employment interviewing, that you have to focus on your dressing as well. Number 14, candidates interviewed before or after a very good, a very bad candidate can have their evaluation seriously restarted. So if someone is interviewing before you and someone is interviewing after you, or then it is a bad or it is a good, it may have little bit impact on your evaluation as well. It may seriously distort your evaluation. But being an interviewer, you have to focus on the main job related questions. You have to focus on the qualification, on the experience and the abilities of the candidates, rather than such kind of the biasness should not impact on the selection decision. So it is very important and very common in the interviewing. Number 15, interviewees who pay hard to get are rated more highly. And number 16, applicants who demonstrate greater eye contact, head moving, smiling, and other similar positive nonverbal behavior receive high evaluation. In this point, they are emphasizing on the nonverbal cues. They are emphasizing on nonverbal language which you are just giving in the interviewing. If you have a eye-to-eye contact, if your head is moving, if you are smiling, and you are giving some positive nonverbal cues, it would impact on your evaluation, and it may highly rate you in your selection process. And number 17, when interviewers exhibit cold, non-verbal behavior from applicants, then verbal and non-verbal behaviors rated less. So if you have a cold, non-verbal behaviors, if you are very silent, if you are very strictly sitting on a chair, you are not moving your head, your eye contacts are not eye to eye, then obviously it may impact on your hiring decision. So non-verbal cues and non-verbal language is much more important than the verbal language. So you have to keep focus on both non-verbal as well as verbal cues in the interviewing process.